Guys, we made it. We're wet, we're soaked, but there it is. We made it. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And this is Cart Life TV. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Cart Life TV, where we do fun and dumb stuff with golf carts. And last week, we did something really dumb.
Yes, we did.
This is our first episode back since our 227-mile trip from Boca Raton all the way down to Key West, Florida, the southernmost point. And we're here today to answer all of your questions about that trip because we've been getting tons of them through social media, through the Facebook video comments, and just from people we've been talking to around town and people we've been meeting at different events and stuff. But before we get to that, we got a letter.
We got a letter.
Mail call, everyone, so gather around. This one comes from our friend John Schlock from New Jersey. I've been watching your program since episode 1. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Long-time fan. I like the new battery installation. I have that type of Optima battery in my Mazda Miata, and I'm quite pleased. I think I may have an upgrade that you can do regarding the new battery. There's a product called the Battery Tender. We know about Battery Tender, right?
Yeah.
They make a solar panel charger. Does sound cool. I have one for each of my cars. They are mounted on the roof of my garage. I'm guessing he runs the wire down from the garage into for the charger.
Yeah.
My Miata how many Miatas can somebody have?
I was thinking that when I read it.
My Miata collection sits for 3.5 winter months, and the batteries are always fully charged. One of these solar chargers can be mounted on the roof of the cart and maintain your new Optima battery at full charge at all times. That might be cool.
That would be cool.
John, thanks for the email.
Definitely have to figure out how to make sure it doesn't blow off.
We're definitely going to be looking into that. I do like the idea, especially since we're not going to be driving that cart as much in the coming days.
Yeah, for sure.
Or weeks, really. All right, so we're back here. We are here at the shop. We're going to be talking about our 225-mile trip to Key West. Like I said when we started the video today, we're going to be talking about that. Not a lot of action, just going to be answering some questions. And I wrote them down, at least most of them, so that we don't forget to answer anything. And the first one was, how long did it take? Well, we put up 2 videos. One was like 35 minutes and one was like almost 55 minutes. So it's about an hour and 20 minutes of video, but the whole trip really did take 10 hours and 38 minutes, and that was with us stopping wherever we really felt like it.
Yeah, we stopped at a couple places where we had friends that, stopped in, said hello. Golf cart shop that we just checked out, said, what's up, told them what we were doing.
Yeah, some really cool tourist stops we stopped at. We put stickers down and talked to some people, the Giant Lobster, Robbie's Marina, all the cool things that you would do when you're in the Keys. We kind of stopped just to document it and take pictures, and I think we got some really awesome pictures. I've been flashing them here on the screen as we're talking about it, but it was really a memorable trip, and I'm glad we did document it like we did.
Yes.
Would you do it again?
That's a tough question because I don't think so, but if we had to, it wasn't bad. It's just that, kind of been there, done that. So it's time to do something else.
I agree. I think we would need, me personally, I would need a reason to do it again.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be like, let's go back to Key West by golf cart. As cool as it was and as awesome and as much fun as it was to do, it's a long time on a golf cart, and been there, done that, like Joe said.
Yeah, 4 hours in a car to get to Key West is a little easier.
I will say, having a golf cart down there is awesome, and if we do go to Key West again,
we
like
are
we do every year,
it back down.
We are going to bring the cart down there. Okay, next question. What was the scariest part?
My scariest part's a little different than Mike's, but I would say Cartsound Road, just because of the speed of the cars that were passing us, and there was no berm. So most of the roads we could get far enough over that if the cars had to go by, it wasn't, dangerous for either of us. Cartsound Road, there was no way for us to get off the road. We were basically driving in the line of traffic, and cars were probably passing us at like 80 miles an hour.
No shoulder there. Yeah, when you get passed by a truck going 80, 90 miles an hour and you're in a golf cart, it feels like the whole cart is getting lifted off the ground.
Yeah.
Definitely scary. My answer is a little bit different. The scariest part for me was when we broke down. When we broke down on Cart Sound Road, it was really scary because the thoughts of us not making it all the way to Key West were definitely going through my head, and how embarrassing that would have been after all the planning and time we put into getting the cart ready and planning the trip and having our wives come down with the trailer to meet us there. I did not want to get picked up halfway down. I definitely wanted to make it all the way, and that was kind of frightening, having to come here on YouTube and kind of tell everybody that we failed in our mission on our first attempt at Key West, but we didn't. It was actually a record-breaking trip, and we're really proud of that.
Not paying attention.
All right, next question is, how did the cart hold up? I think, for being a 2007 Club Car DS, which is older than some of our viewers, I'm sure, it held up pretty damn well.
It held up great. I think it held up probably better than most new carts would have held up.
I think so. The Club Car DS, we put a lot of time into making sure it was roadworthy and able to go that far. But the cart itself, the frame and the structure of the cart held up really, really well. The original motor is in there, the Fe290. That thing is a champ, man.
I wouldn't hesitate to take it on another 200-mile trip right now.
Yeah.
With that motor. That motor is incredible.
It's incredible. We do take care of it, like we said, and really, really awesome. A couple things did break or go wrong with the cart along the way. We did lose brake lights at some point. We don't know when or how, but the switch did fail. They do work. I will show you guys how this switch works. It's the Nokin switch. They make the best headlight kit. However, their switch for the brake light activation is a little iffy. We're going to try and find a workaround for that. What else kind of went bad? Front brakes. We just noticed when we got back, the front brake pistons aren't moving anymore. I don't know if it needs to be rebled or something, but we're gonna have to take a look at that and try and come up with a fix for our front brakes. We did have rear brakes, so we were able to stop the cart. Just didn't give us the same kind of response with the Jake's front brakes. They might be faulty. We'll have to take a look.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, though. We lost a couple screws here and there.
A couple screws rattled
out, but I guess that's expected. And we don't know if that happened on the drive down or trailering it back either.
It's really possible to trailer back. 80 miles an hour. Well, doing the speed limit on the trailer on the way back.
All right. Next question is, what wheels and tires did you use? I mean, you guys should know this by now. I can't believe people are still asking this. We used the 15-inch Mad Jacks Flow Series rims in black on the golf cart. They're awesome. They look really, not only they look really cool, but not only that, they also perform really well. They're not super heavy, and they are wrapped in that the Nomad. I think they're 24-inch on-road, off-road belted tires. These things are beasts, man. We ran over all kinds of stuff, on-road, off-road, on a super hot asphalt, and no issues. And I checked the wear on them just a few minutes ago against the brand new set we have here at the shop, and we've barely worn down 1/8 of an inch on these things, and we've put well over 500, probably closer to 750 miles on this set since we put it on, maybe even more.
They're awesome. Highly recommend.
How much gas did you use? Now, this is tricky because we're not good at math, but we did stop 4 times. The first time we put in 2 gallons, and that was in Coral Gables, Miami. Did we switch drivers there? Yeah, we switched drivers there, and then we got down to Homestead, Florida City, and we put in another 1.5 gallons. That made 3.5 gallons. Then we got to Key Largo and we topped off with another gallon, so it's 4.5 gallons, and then I think just over 2 gallons in Marathon, so about 6.5 gallons to go over 120 miles. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. We don't know exactly how much we burnt, but that's how much we put in.
Yeah, we never let it get to empty. It was always around a half a tank or less. We didn't want to take the chance of, running it that low, sucking up something.
Right. We did have emergency gas with us, but we didn't need to use it when you're driving on those kinds of roads. I guess there's enough gas stations here and there, but
sure.
Just in case, we had it with us. Did not have to use the gas cans, which is a good thing. What was your top speed? think it was 29 and a half at some point. We didn't break 30 at all on the
No.
trip. We broke 30 other times going north to Palm Beach. We had the wind behind us, I think, at that point. But we were a lot heavier this time than we were when we did the West Palm Beach trip. We have the winch on there now, the double bumper. We were fully loaded with a full cooler with lots of drinks and ice in it. That was super heavy, right?
Yeah.
All of our equipment, the boxes, more tools and parts. Joe ate a lot more since that last trip, so we were running a little heavy. The honey buns. No, that's me. That's me. I'm the honey bun king.
Yeah, he should be the fat kid, not me.
That's really probably the gist of it. One guy asked why we didn't put the windshield up. That's our fault. The windshield doesn't go up on the golf cart. Don't tell anybody. But when Joe mounted the rearview mirror, he decided not to check for clearance on the windshield when it goes up and down. So we can't actually do that. We do have to reconfigure the mounting on the rearview mirror bracket.
We were just so excited to have that rearview mirror,
Yeah,
but
made a huge difference.
We didn't even put the windshield up to check.
Well, another question we got was, what was it like being on a golf cart for 10 and a half hours?
I personally didn't think it was that bad because there's so much going on around you, and just it didn't feel like it was that long. I mean, every time we got off the cart, it felt like it was 30 hours, but for the most part, I mean, just riding, driving on it, or driving, it wasn't that bad. Honestly.
It was a lot of fun. The trip was a lot of fun. Being on honestly, it didn't feel like it was 10 and a half hours. It felt like we got up super early and we hit the road, and before we knew it, we were like down to Miami, it felt like. So
yes.
The sun was just coming up. We were excited about what we were doing. When you're excited about something, I feel like time just kind of goes by quicker.
Yeah.
I was really tired when we got back down to Key West. Like, I remember, not when we were eating dinner at 7 o'clock, and it felt like 10 p.m.
Yeah, for sure.
Super tired. It's a lot of work being on a golf cart for that long. You do have to be constantly checking your surroundings and stuff.
Mentally exhausting.
Yeah, but it was a ton of fun, and the trip went by really quick. I think the hardest part of being on a golf cart 10 hours is just trying to remember to pay attention and not just be excited about what you're doing, because you are traveling at 29, 30 miles an hour and everyone else is going a lot faster, and you're just trying to make sure you're being as safe as possible.
Yeah.
One thing we did get really lucky with was the weather. Didn't rain until we got down to Key West, and by that time it didn't even matter. We were so excited to be there. We're just like, get us wet, we don't care.
Yeah.
And we did add that strobe light to the back of the golf cart. Joe did it under protest. However, he will admit that he was wrong.
I was definitely wrong.
And it was definitely awesome to have, especially when we were in those really, really crazy sections of the trip, like going under the airport in Fort Lauderdale on that highway, down when we were in Coral Gables and I-95. The highways were just merging into US 1, the road we were on. So there were people coming 75 miles off a road onto a 35, 40 mile an hour road. So we were super visible. Card Sound Road, cars that were going 90 miles an hour up this road were able to see us from a mile away. And on the 7 Mile Bridge, we kind of looked like a service vehicle. So
yeah,
big help.
Sure.
Big help having the strobe light.
Definitely.
One more question that I just remembered that we didn't write down. Is it legal, and what did the cops do? We're not sure. I think that's the answer on if it was legal, is we're not sure.
Most of the way we think it was.
There might have been a few areas where it was questionable. We did our best to be safe, stay to the side, be visible, let other cars go by. We are, as you know, a registered low-speed vehicle. We have a license plate. We have full coverage insurance. We're registered in the state of Florida. We went over a toll bridge, and I'm going to get a thing in the mail that I have to pay a toll on the golf cart going over the bridge, which is fine. I'm excited for that. What did the cops do? I don't know. I think they got other things to worry about, because we drove by 20 of them.
At least 20.
And the same one multiple times, and they're waving to us. So, I don't know.
Sheriffs, Highway Patrol, Monroe County, there was a whole bunch of from all of them. None of them seemed to really care. I mean, they didn't pull us over anyways.
Yeah. All right, the last question before we get out of here for today is, where are you guys going next? Well, we know, but we're not ready to share that answer with you yet. We will get to that soon, but for now, we're going to say goodbye. If you guys like these videos, make sure you continue to subscribe to Kart Life TV. We're having a blast doing them. That last trip was a lot of fun, and we do have something really awesome planned for the next one. I can't wait to share that with you. And if you want to support the channel, pick up some cool hats, some awesome t-shirts, you can visit lowspeedliving.com. Put the link right here. Support your boys. We're doing this for you guys, and we do enjoy it. So we'll catch you soon.
All right. Peace.